Hey guys, in this video I would like to talk about the pros and cons between purchasing a brand new car and a used one. Now I would like to start with the differences between a brand new car and a used car, no matter the price. When you buy a brand new car, you can rely on your car and you can go pretty anywhere. Now most manufacturers give between 2 and 7 years warranty, and if something goes wrong you will have 24/7 assistance, and most of the times it's free, and you also have warranty. So you have 99% chances that anything can't go wrong. So you can travel for longer distances. Let's say you want to have a bigger road trip across the United States, across Europe. You want to drive for over 10,000 kilometers. And you don't need to worry at all. Well, there is a 0.1% chance of something to go wrong, but this risk is minimum in brand new cars. So basically, if you buy a brand new car, you don't have to worry for at least 7 years or around 200,000 kilometers. This is the case for my dad's brand new car, Skoda Octavia. It was bought in 2004 for around 19,000 euros. It doesn't have any fancy features, just basic features such as air conditioning, ABS, 2 airbags, and a radio CD system with 4 speakers, and that's all. And he didn't have any major problems until now. Even now he didn't have any major problems. He just replaced the secondary cylinder, which is on the gearbox, which helps the clutch engage and disengage. He had a few problems with that. He has right now around 200,000 kilometers, and 13 years have passed and the car didn't let us down until now, and it still runs just fine. So again, if you buy a brand new car, 7 to 10 years, you're just fine. You don't have to worry at all, and it doesn't really matter what kind of car you purchase. You have warranty, you don't have to worry about at all. Now, the main advantages for buying a used car are mainly focused on finance. You save a lot of money. In some cases, you save a ton of money. You save over 50,000 euros. I will talk about this a little bit later. So, this is the best part when you buy a used car. If the car is brand new, around 40k, you might get that car at around 15k after 3 years, so you get a great deal. Now, the cons of buying a used car are that you can go on a long journey and things can go wrong. Things can go wrong when you buy a used car which is older than 10 years, let's say, not 1-2 years. When the car is 1-3 years old, no problem. When you get let's say you get a great deal, you purchase an Audi from 2004 like mine, and it has over 10 years old, and you go on a long journey. Things can happen. All it takes is a short circuit on the ECU unit, all it takes is a fault in the turbocharger, all it takes is a fault in the EGR system, the valve may get blocked and exhaust gases will go through the intake and the car won't even start at some point. The AC compressor may fail and you can be on a hot summer somewhere in Europe and you will have to experience heat or any other problems. When you have a 10-year-old car, even if it has low mileage, it has the years, it has the age. I'm not saying now that it's mandatory that things can go wrong. There are excellent cars in excellent conditions, even if they have over 10 years age, but you have to be aware that things can happen. Now, if we compare a few brands, a few cars, brand new and used, you can make some good deals. If you have $13,000 or around 13,000 euros in Europe, you can buy a new Suzuki Baleno GDX, which means it has the full features. It looks pretty great in my opinion. I have test driven that car when I worked at the Suzuki dealership. It's a great car. It has plenty of features, an economical engine, a 1.2, engine with 90 horsepower and direct injection. The car is light, you can have a 4-liter fuel consumption, 4 liters per 100 kilometers. Or you can just buy a pre-owned BMW E90 from 2007 to 2010. Now at this price for a used car, it's pretty high. This price is pretty high, and I highly recommend to any of you who are looking to purchase a used car, pay extra. Don't be afraid to pay extra. If the average price for a car is 10k, let's say, don't be afraid to pay 12k, because that car may be in excellent condition. You might get a great deal. You might get a car with a low mileage, so don't be afraid to pay extra. I have actually done that for my Audi A3. When I purchased the car around 4 years ago, the car was at around 5k euros, and I paid for the car around 6.5k euros. And I have the car for over 4 years now, and I didn't have any major problems with it at all. So when you are looking to purchase a used car, make sure to pay extra to get a great car. You don't want to pay, the average price is 10k and you pay 7k and you expect to have the benefits of having a brand new car. At any time you might expect experiencing something awful, especially if you go on long journeys. Something can go wrong. If we go even further, at $10,000 you can buy in Europe, or at least in Romania, you can buy a Dacia Sandero, which kind of sucks in my opinion. You get a 1.0 liter inline 3 natural gas aspirated gasoline engine with a few features, but at this price you can buy a used BMW E90 from 2005 to 2007. Low specs, high mileage, it really depends on the engine. You could get a 380i with a manual transmission, or even an automatic with decent specs and decent mileage at this price, so it's pretty fine. At 25k you can buy a used BMW 5 Series from 2010 to 2011, but pay close attention. If something goes wrong in this kind of cars, maintenance is pretty expensive. Only the battery, a client came in our workshop and replaced the battery for a 7 Series, which is pretty much similar to the 5 Series. He paid 250 bucks just to replace the battery. Whereas in a normal car with a 1.6 engine like mine, the battery is around $80, so 3 times more. The more expensive the car, the more expensive the maintenance will be, so keep this in mind. At this price, $25,000, if you don't want to get a used 5 Series, you could get a brand new Volkswagen Passat or equivalent car, which in my opinion is pretty great. You have plenty of features, the car is spacious, you have decent engines with around 150 horsepower. So it's up to you what you want, a brand new car or a used one, but keep in mind the pros and cons for each of the cars, whether it's new or used. Things start to get tricky and really interesting when you go at higher prices. At 50k you can get a brand new 5 Series with medium specs, or you could get a really premium car. You can get a used Audi S8 from 2013. I've seen an Audi S8, which is a proper supercar in my opinion. A luxurious, comfortable, entry-level supercar with all-wheel drive and over 500 horsepower. You can get this car with around 60k kilometers at $50,000. It might sound a lot, but this car is brand new around $140,000. So a small trick, a car which has a huge engine and the price exceeds $100,000 or euros, in 1, 2 or 3 years the price for that car, pre-owned, in excellent condition, low mileage, the price for that car significantly drops. I've seen an Audi A8 from 2013 at around 30,000 euros with less than 100,000 kilometers, and brand new it was around 80,000 euros. So you're basically saving, if you take a look over here, you're basically saving over 50,000 euros, which is a lot of money. Put in balance, what do you really need? A brand new car, you want to travel a lot, you want safety and warranty, or you want to have luxury at a smaller price. You want to have the Audi S8 experience at not at 140k, but you want that experience at 50k. You can make great deals. In my opinion, the best way to buy and save money and have a great car is to buy a car with 1-2 years, which is 1-2 years old, and you get the car from a dealer with at least 12 months warranty, and you pay around 60 to 70% of the original price when the car was brand new, which in my opinion is pretty great. That's what I would buy. If I had to buy a great car, I would buy a used car, but not older than 2 years, if possible with warranty, so I could pay a smaller price. So these are the differences between a used car and a brand new one. If you have any questions on this subject, leave them down below. Thanks for watching, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one.